Hi guys, so sorry it's been so long. I moved recently to Los Angeles. If you know me, I'm an actress. This was just a logical move for me. I just want to get right into the video. I had promised, I think, in my last video, I don't even remember what exactly I talked about in that last video, but I do remember promising you to talk a little bit about my biblical perspective of beauty. What I wanted to talk about in the second part is the places in the Bible where it says to consider the lilies of the field. If I can find the scripture, I'll just put it on the screen. Now, what I get from when I read that is that I should study nature and the ways nature deals with beauty. What I've realized is that if you look in nature, if you look at flowers, if you look at trees, if you look at fruit, if you look at animals, if you look at creatures, there's nothing in nature that separates beauty from function. Beauty and function are seen in everything, especially natural. So if you think about flowers, for instance, there are flowers that are yellow, red, purple, white. There are flowers that smell sweet. There are flowers that smell bitter. There are flowers that smell gross, like they smell like dead animals. There are flowers that, grow tall, some that grow short, some that are very small, some that are huge, and their petals are different shapes. We just look at that as, oh wow, what a beautiful array of beauty. Wow, look at how much variety God has in his beauty. And we kind of stop there. What I'd like to kind of present to you is a new perspective. Each one of these different beauties, these flowers, is beautiful in that specific way because of the function that they want to have, because of the insect that they want to attract, because of the purpose that they have. Maybe they want to cross pollinate, maybe they just want to pollinate. The flower has a goal in its presentation. There are flowers that attract bees because of their smell, or insects because of their color, or flies because they smell foul, and flies love dead things. With that in mind, when I think about beauty for myself, I should never separate what I am portraying outwardly from what is inward. What kind of impact I'm going to be having, what kind of function am I going to be playing in the world, which a lot of us have kind of adopted a certain narcissistic, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that word correctly, but narcissistic belief when it comes to our spirituality, which is that all physical things are bad, all material things are bad. I don't believe that, and that's not even what the Bible teaches. In fact, it teaches the exact opposite. It teaches that everything that was made on the earth that's physical is good. It was proclaimed good. That whole idea of everything that's physical is bad is false, in my opinion. I really am just making these videos for the person who's like me. Maybe you have kind of adopted a narcissistic view of life where it's like, well, all these superficial things are meaningless and they have no value. And as long as I put value in myself, and as long as I am the smartest and I'm the wisest, or whatever it is, where you think that those things that are not tangible, that are not physical, that are not superficial, are just more important than, getting wealth or looking beautiful, or, picking your friends wisely. These things are just as important. And the Bible actually supports this, like, throughout. Picking friends and presenting yourself well. But also it talks about sharpening your skills and choosing wisdom over foolishness. If you go throughout the Bible, you will actually find that beauty, presentation, superficiality, quote unquote, is never separate from function. The two are meant to work together. And so that's where I'm at right now in my life, is figuring out what is the balance between how I present myself and how is that in kind with all of this value that I've invested within myself. I am so grateful that I spent more time on my inside and more time on my self-worth and my internal value than I have on my physical, because by far I think the physical aspect is a lot easier. Obviously I have a lot to learn, a lot to grow. What I've realized is that you cannot pursue physical things without that internal spiritual pursuit as well. The two should never be separate. You cannot separate beauty and function, otherwise you render one or the other lesser than what it was intended to be. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and write a comment down below about what you think are some biblical revelations about beauty that maybe you found. I'd be really interested to hear what you have to say. So until next time, I'll see you in my next video.